Good morning. This is our daily lectionary reading for Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. We stay in Psalm 53 for our psalm reading. Leviticus 25, 1 through 19 is our Old Testament reading, so we're staying in Leviticus, just jumping up a little bit. Our New Testament reading is Revelations 19, 9 through 10, so we are continuing the reading from yesterday. We are switching up as far as the translation because I wasn't a huge fan of the message for the psalm reading. So we are switching to the Living Bible for this day. Let us listen in. Psalm 53. Only a fool would say to himself, "There is no God." And why does he say it? Because of his wicked heart, his dark and evil deeds. His life is corroded with sin. God looks down from heaven, searching among all mankind to see if there is a single one who does right and really seeks for God. But all have turned their backs on him. They are filthy with sin, corrupt and rotten through and through. Not one is good. Not one. How can this be? Can't they understand anything? For they devour my people like bread, and refuse to come to God. But soon, unheard of terror will fall on them. God will scatter the bones of these young enemies. They are doomed, for God has rejected them. Oh, that God would come from Zion now and save Israel, only when the Lord himself restores them can they ever really be happy again. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verses 1 through 19. While Moses was on Mount Sinai, the Lord gave him these instructions for the people of Israel. When you come into the land I'm going to give you, you must let the land rest before the Lord every 7th year. For 6 years you may sow your field and prune your vineyards and harvest your crops. But during the 7th year, the land is to lie fallow before the Lord, uncultivated. Don't sow your crops and don't prune your vineyards on that entire year. Don't even reap for yourselves the volunteer crops that come up, and don't gather the grapes for yourself, for it is a year of rest for the land. Any crops that do grow that year shall be free to all. For you, your servants, your slaves, and any foreigners living among you, cattle and wild animals alike shall be allowed to graze there. Every 15th year, on the Day of Atonement, let the trumpets blow loud and long throughout the land. For the 15th year shall be holy, a time to proclaim liberty throughout the land, to all of the enslaved debtors, and a time for the canceling of all public and private debts. It shall be a year when all family estates sold to others shall be returned to the original owners of their heirs. What a happy year it will be! In it you shall not sow, nor gather crops, nor grapes, for it is a holy year of jubilee for you. That year your food shall be the volunteer crops and grow wild in the fields. Yes, during the year of Jubilee, everyone shall return home to his original family possession. If he has sold it, shall be his again. Because of this, if the land is sold or bought during the preceding 49 years, a fair price should be arrived at by counting the number of years until the Jubilee. If the Jubilee is many years away, the price will be high. If few years, the price will be low. For what you are really doing is selling the number of crops the new owner will get from the land before it's returned to you. You must fear your God and not overcharge. For I am Jehovah. Obey my laws if you want to live safely in the land. When you obey, the land will yield bumper crops, and you can eat your fill in safety. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Revelations, chapter 19, verses 9 and 10. And the angel dictated this sentence to me: "Blessed are those who are invited to the wedding feast of the Lamb." And he added, "God himself has stated this." Then I fell down at his feet to worship him, but he said, "No, don't, for I am a servant of God, just as you are, and as your brother Christians are, who testify of their faith in Jesus. Worship God. The purpose of all prophecy and of all I have shown you is to tell you about Jesus." And here ends our readings for Tuesday. Peace.